Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sea. So, nope, I don't think there's anything else we need to do here. So let's launch, and we're heading south, weren't we? Let's accelerate the speed. Supply situation not fantastic, fuel situation could be better. But everything else doing okay. Yes, incidentally, the creepiness factor's increased at the moment because I currently have no phone signal and no internet connection. Which I suspect isn't a coincidence given the fairly hefty lightning storm we had yesterday. Which, yeah, it's quite a while since we've had one of those. You know, they're not exactly common here. It was fairly spectacular. Also kind of terrifying. Yeah, great, what a jelly flirt. Should we engage, do we think? No, just out of range. It's dived. Might as well ignore it. Oh, no. Pest. Alright, you want to fight, do you? 8 damage off of 1 ram, oh dear. If I die here, that'll be quite embarrassing. Still maintain I need a chase gun so I can shoot stuff while I run away. Oh, come on! How the hell did it turn like that? Oh, God. Run for the nearest harbour, damn it. Bring us into dock. God, that was close. So, we could travel to the surface if we had 22 fuel, which we don't. Let's listen for some surface gossip. And gather a port report. Okay, we probably ought to buy some fuel. Actually, given how badly damaged we are, we really need to head back to London. Unfortunately, the blighted thing is still hanging around. Okay, it's still wounded, so if it chooses to engage us, we might be able to deal with it. Be nice if you could examine another ship without going into combat mode. Yes, let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, lightning storm last night. Very, very spectacular. Really kind of terrifying. And as I say, it seems to have knocked out my internet connection and my phone signal. Okay, we've got company over there. It's only a giant crab, but I still don't want to be fighting it with the hull as buggered as it is. Alright, straits, which are, yep, good, just south of London, okay. Okay, we're pretty close to friendly waters. As friendly as the waters get on the Z. Initiate full running away speed. Oh, bollocks. No. Keep us clear of it. Divert emergency power to engines. We've got to outrun it. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Good. Okay, sound the all clear. Bring us into the docks. So yeah, at least the route up to get some sphinxstone is relatively safe. Well, we have nothing to hide. collect our messages. Blind cruiser has departed. Exchanged underneath someone's... Okay. Okay then. Go see the Admiral. And let's... Moves in the Great Game. He has you repeat it all. Twice. He doesn't take notes. It's a little beyond me, he tells you. But I have a friend in the palace who'll be interested. Very interested. Thank you. Your fee. So that was worth 30 echo and in Admiralty's favour. Good. Okay. Submit our port reports. Quake's Haven. Gained a fuel and gained another favour, which is good. Queuing Canal. 2 echoes. Okay. Okay. Turn to the docks. Let's see if there's anybody we can recruit. Don't need a haunted doctor, I don't think, because we've got our surgeon, and we don't need a sailor. Because we're still okay for sailors. We don't have any wounds, and our terror situation isn't that bad, so... Back to the rest of the city. Let's put the ship in dry dock. Okay. Lead beater and stone rod, which is going to cost me 75 echo. $100 echo to get the job done properly. So we'd use up 3 would that actually use up 3 favours, or do we just need 3 favours? I'm assuming it uses it up. But I think I will use that. Yeah, I've lost 3 favours, but our hull has been fully repaired. Good. So the question is it worth getting an bigger gun? Probably. Hull damage 12 as opposed to 8. Plus 50% damage. Potentially very useful. Because what's the biggest hull-mounted weapon I can afford? That, deck-mounted rather. Plus 15, so almost double damage. 500. It's not cheap, but it's probably worth it. Yeah, it is. Let's buy it. And let's equip it. And at least, given that we seem to be stuck using the rival, who's my what's it, then at least, at least we'll keep it if we die. We can sell that old deck gun. Alright, I'm going to do another run up to get some sphinxstone, because at least it's a reliable run. Oh, bugger. Fuel situation. Back us back up. Need to go back into port for a second. Need to stock up on fuel and a few supplies. Actually, we might as well peruse the docks while we're at it. So I've gained some recent news, lost a few bucks, and lost some terror. That night in the wolf stack, you find yourself sharing a table with a likely lass. Lock it with a likely lass portrait, excellent. And we need to go to the shops. Where's Mr. Fuel guy? Okay, so we'll need 200 in order to put the deposit down on the stuff, so... let's buy 5 fuel, 2 supplies, which leaves us with enough funds to still afford the sphinxstone, while giving us plenty of fuel to actually get there in the first place. Don't think it's worth... well, we've got some recent news that we could share at Hunter's Keep. Don't you dare forget me. You stand on the bridge with the likely last locket in your hands. Well, let's keep it. So we have a sweetheart in London. So we managed to get that on our first run through, didn't we? It just sort of didn't end well because we then died before we even got back. We've still got our Longshanks gunner, our Wretched Morgan, our Distant Bells. Something awaits you in port. Ooh, some bats. Let's test out the new forward guns. Target. Fire. Yep, they're definitely better. I mean, granted, a bat swarm's still done 5 damage to my bolt. Gather the corpses. A little bit of terror in exchange for some supplies, which we desperately need. Okay, let's head up this way into this patch of unexplored, and then over to salt mines. So didn't we pick up some Tales of the Surface that we might be able to flog in? Who's my what's it? City. Oh, nice. Okay, butchery for some supplies. Crew will feast well tonight. Okay, so we might as well swing by the colonies of the dead, because I suspect that they will appreciate. Because I think we've got a tale of the thing, haven't we? Some recent news. No, we don't have any Tales of the Surface. Thanks into dock. Carry some sphinxstone to London. And let's compile a port report. I'll visit the Unmakers. Because thankfully we haven't encountered any big pirates. We've only ever seen pirate cutters, which, let's face it, with our new deck gun we could probably take them in 1 or 2 hits. So I wonder what the number of sailors actually affects, apart from, you know, I'm assuming if you run out of sailors then you're screwed. Turn slightly more south. Pirates, isn't it? Yes. Okay, I don't like pirates, so I want to take them down. particularly in this fog, it's going to be tricky as hell getting a clean shot. Just right on their tail. Fire. Fire. Excellent job. Right, let's loot our corpse. And we get some bolts of spider silk. That's fair enough. That will sell for at least a little bit of money, I assume. This low barnet, which means we're almost home. Looks like a friendly, can't tell. I assume so. Lights off for now, to be honest. Still, I don't think we'd lose anything for having them on, so. Now let's collect our messages. Okay, so start by delivering our sphinxstone. Because I mean, we make more than 100% profit on that job, so. Matter of luck, a sure thing, or is it? Given that it's got a 100% chance of success, yes, it is a sure thing. The sigil-ridden navigator, first officer in Greece's mirrors and veils. Ooh, do with the first officer. Let me guide your ship. I know all the Z, how it was, how it will be. Please, the headaches only stop when I'm working. Yeah, I think we can recruit this guy. Let's go to the officers and mirrors plus 6, veils plus 3. Has that tattoo grown since you last looked? Hold, and yeah, we've got some bolts of spider silk which we can flog to somebody. Or 50 smackaroos, which is good. Because while we could afford a better engine, that would take basically all of our money. To London and let's cruise in the docks. So we've gained some more recent news. Unfortunate. So you find yourself sharing a table with the likely lass. Don't think I came down to the docks just to see you. I got business here, but alright, it did cross my mind that you might drop by. A few hours later, shared warmth and new memories. It's harder to say goodbye this time. Okay. %92% chance of successfully hiring on some more crew. A 30 echo. How much would we need to get a bigger ship? Yeah, we need 7,000 in order to afford anything with a bigger cargo capacity. And more importantly, a rear weapon. And 29,000. God, how many sphinxstone trips would that be? 60. No, actually we're only making 300 on each one, aren't we? Not. We're getting 500 at the end of it, but we've got to spend 200 at the beginning, so... Oops, didn't mean to do that. So let's visit the alarming scholar. Nope, nothing to do there. I'll Nothing to do with him. Admiralty's office? Admiralty's survey office. Salt lions. At least they're giving us fuel for that. Okay, so we can't speak to the Admiral at the moment. It's probably because we used up some of our Admiralty favours. And let's go to the shops. We need... Yeah, there it is. Brings up to 10 fuel. Brings up to 10 supplies. And... yeah, we're going to have to go and get another load of sphinxstone, I think. Because I need the goddamn money. Damn it. An unexpected letter. Who sent it? What does it say? Your sweetheart. Return to London as soon as you may. You are a father. Choose this option if you side the child. Your sweetheart. As price for you and your next return to London, I have taken a foundling. Choose this option if you're unlikely to be either father or mother. You. When I next return to London, I will bring an additional recruit, your child. Okay, given that, you know, this character is established as female and the other character is established female, it would be really impressive if they actually managed to have a child together. Which this game obviously doesn't care about, but I reckon just hear a car out there. So you've taken in a foundling. What are they thinking? Is this some scheme of theirs or honest affection? You have a child. Return to London to look after them. They may become a sign allowing you to take 2 legacies. Okay. Well, we'll... nothing at all. I don't want to raise the child or I can't afford to. Improve your lodgings first. Which I can't afford to do. Yep, more sphinxstone, guys. At least 2 more trips. Oh boy. I apologise for the fact that all I'm really doing is pootling back and forth. I feel like this is going to be a really dull Let's Play. And it's not a particularly dull game, it's a very interesting little game. But I don't know if it's that interesting to watch. Especially given that I don't particularly rate the quality of my commentary most of the time. There's a reason why I quite like doing visual novels where I'm having to read the whole thing. It saves me, trying to figure out anything interesting to say. Still, this run's going reasonably well, largely because I appear to have just lucked onto a decent money-making scheme. Something away to import. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Continues to be kind of creepy. See, I'm just hoping I get my bloody internet connection back soon. You don't it's one of those things, you don't realise how much you rely on it until you don't have it. So I wonder what the hell caused it. Carry some sphinxstone to London. Visit them and again. Might as well get a port report. The Admiralty's not going to care really, since they've already got like 3 port reports on this place. But it's good to keep them up to date. beacons, but that'll cost an absolute bomb. And if I do that, I'll have to do even more trips back and forth before I can buy that townhouse. Decisions, decisions. Because this route is pretty damn safe. No islands within the Zbat's range. Okay, let's turn the light off and just increase everybody's terror. I'm not that mean to them. I genuinely don't see why you would want the light off. Yeah, so I'm making 300 on each trip and using up about, what, $30 worth of fuel? Which means a minimum of 3 trips, probably 4, before I've really got enough to justify getting that townhouse while having some left over so I can make the run again if I need to. Okay, something's changed underneath. We have a free evening. Start with London, and let's deliver the sphinxstone. That stone's full of old memories, and the bazaar has been drinking them. She nods at the spires that loom over London, and the dark limbs sprawl through the streets. I have a better destination. Help us bring light here below, and we'll reward you richly. Okay, these are happy words. Deliver the sphinxstone to the Grand Geode somewhere along the coast to the south. Captain, thank you. You're clear of eye and clear of spirit. Bring the sphinxstone south to the Grand Geode. It was an admiralty base once, now it's something wonderful. And she kisses you warmly on the cheek. We'll see you soon. Oh, for God's sake, a counter-proposal, a dusty gentleman. This job used to be so simple. He stoops like a clerk and coughs like a miner, but that frock coat is of the finest fabric in years cut. My name is Penstock, he says. Reject his plea. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm gonna turn you down, mate, sorry. Okay, you recruit. Junior magician. Tireless mechanic. Increases veils and fuel. We need that fuel efficiency increase. We've only got 108 echo at the moment. So we now have a tireless mechanic. Let's look at my new chief engineer. Can't do anything with the child at the moment, so we're going to have to wait. Okay, so now we need to head south with our sphinxstone. Bloody hell. Still, that seems like a reasonable point to me to end this part, so I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next.